sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3-and-out, and for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. The Jaguars at 1-9 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense. Something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones now in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. ETN bringing in another one. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. In motion left goes Jones. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. ETN up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch. He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end. And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Straight ahead, ETN. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Lawrence finding Williams once more, complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, it's Knight, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Knight. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. It's Knight. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
He's got it to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Lawrence will throw.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
from 6 yards away.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man complete. That's Arnold.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. He finds his man complete. That's Arnold. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Knight. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-.